Hello everyone, it's Helen here. Thank you so much for joining me for today's tutorial. So I'm just going to wait for people to come in, just have a little bit of chit chat and maybe say hi if you can on the comments. Let me know if you can hear me okay. If this is complete silence, well, I'm sure you'll say I can't hear anything, it's silent. So do let me know if you can hear me. That would be absolutely great. You may be wondering why the title is We're Making a Handbag, and today I have the Handmade with Love samples in front of me. We do have a 50% off sale today. It ends on I think it's the 12th of April it ends. Can you believe we're in April already? But anyway, we have 50% off these, so I'm going to quickly go through these and then we will jump straight in to the Doctor's handbag, which I have here. Is all ready to go. I'm excited about this one. I've not properly shown this tutorial. I did something very similar for our Halloween special, but we're going to be making just an ordinary handbag, nothing themed like Halloween or Christmas today, so we're going to be doing that today. So today we have 50% off the Handmade with Love collection. So those discounts are already on the Craft Stash website. There's no special code or anything, it's already there. A few things have sold out. The photo that they've used, that has actually sold out, but we do have a few things left from there. But the paper has gone as well, and the mug wrap has gone. But we do have the picnic basket left. I love this one. You can also use this without the lid to make a loaf tin. We have the twisted cracker bonbon, and we also have this lovely birdhouse, which I will be playing with soon. I have my tutorial already prepared to make for that one. So 50% off. And don't forget, this is one of my favourites from the entire collection, the Handmade with Love stamp set. If you make loads of homemade things, oh, the sun's come out, it's got really bright. If you make loads of homemade things, then this stamp set is going to be perfect for you, especially if you gift them as well. It's got the handmade, homemade, it's got all of those stamps for you to make your mark on. I've used them here on these little gift tags because I did make some handmade coasters, and I thought these would go perfectly hand in hand together, so you know that I've made these, or whoever that you're giving them to. So let me just check the comments and then we will dive straight into the tutorial. Hi Teresa, hi Vicky, hi Karen. I hope you've all had a really good Easter. Hi Shadia. I'm hoping everyone can hear me okay. Oh, Shadia's just received her Diddy handbag and Doctor's bag yesterday. Which other bag did you go for? Hi Lynn. Ah, she's had a jack potato. I think you have that on a Thursday. I think you had that last time as well. Is Thursdays a jacket potato day, Lynn? I'm tempted to have something like that for my dinner. I would have it with tuna mayonnaise and cheese. Okay Lynn, there's another Lynn here, and that's Lynn G, and hello Beth. Yes, these are these are really cute. I do love these, and again, these are perfect. I've decorated them all like whimsical and pretty, but you can do this for anything. I've done this picnic basket for Christmas as well, so those can be found throughout my channel, which is this one here, and also the Simply Made Crafts. So I have videos on both of those, and I just love how this box opens up, that you can hold loads of treats on here. And I know Vicky has just done on her channel, she is on the design team for Simply Made Crafts. She's done this beautiful cracker on her channel, which is Crafty Heaven. Vicky, could you type in your YouTube channel so everyone can find you, please? That would be excellent. Ah yes, she wanted an easy lunch today. So what did you have last Thursday? I can't remember if you had something last Thursday. I've heard you say you've had a jacket potato before, so I'm sure we've all had jacket potatoes before, but that's quite recent in my mind that you've had one. Right, so let's move all of these out the way. I'm actually going to just move these all over here, and then we can jump straight in to the handbags. So I wanted to do a handbag video today because I've not done one in a while, and I just thought I want to have some fun there with the Doctor's Bag because I love that one. But I will be doing some more lives with some of the other bags, so if you have a favourite bag or a bag that you want me to kind of go into, let me know. I'll give you the choices just here. So here is the collection. Let's grab this out. I'm afraid the mock crop embossing folder has gone, so we just have this quilted version left. I absolutely love this one. So this is what it looks like with the plain, and this is what it looks like with something a little bit more shiny. So it really does bring out that embossed look. And I want to know, guys, today, do you want me to use this embossing folder today with the Doctor's Bag that I'm putting together? Let me know. I can run it all through as we go along. Right, so this is the Dinky Doctors Bag. That is what we're playing with today. Comes with all the mats, comes with 13 dies, and the mats are like stitched and crisscrossed as well. And you get all of those little accessories there. And then we have the Dinky Weekender Purse. Now all of the tutorials for these are on the Simply Made Crafts YouTube channel. And this one comes with this beautiful trellis. Now I know we have Mother's Day coming up. I think it's the 12th of May in the US. So these are going to be absolutely perfect for those makes. Hang on, my microphone's just gone all funny. Let's sort that out. I think I pulled the wire a little bit. Okay, sorry if that was noisy if you're on headphones. Okay, so this is the Dinky Weekender Purse. This is the smallest out of all of the Weekender purses. And then we have the Dinky Handbags by Design. I love this one as well. It's got the darts in there, so you can really puff it out. And then we've got some inking on here. Something's come off. A little bit of walnut stain on there. I'll get a baby wipe out in a minute. So this is the Dinky Evening Purse, and then we have the accessory sets, Dinky Bows, and the Dinky Decorative Fittings. Now I will be going live again, hopefully over the weekend if I can do. Saturday night I'm hoping to, so keep an eye out for that. I will be going through and making one of these projects. So we have the birdhouse, we have the bonbon cracker, the twisted cracker, and we have the mini picnic basket. So I have 3 projects here. I would love for you guys in this live to choose what I'm going to make from this collection, so let me know and I will do that. So that is what I would like to do. So that offer, the 50% off offer on the Handmade with Love, finishes on the 12th of April. So Australia has Mother's Day on the 2nd Sunday in May. That's interesting. So Karen's asking for the bonbon cracker. So Lynn does often have a jacket potato. So yep, Lynn would like to do something with the embossing folder. So let's go through the cutting guide. So again, here is the die set. I love this one. Now this will all fit through, all of these handbags will fit through a standard big shot, but I do like to just use my big machine so I can just run everything through together. But if you only have the smaller big shot, then that is going to fit everything through. So let's go through the cutting guide. You're going to be needing, so we're making a very different bag today. It's got a different closure and it's going to have a front flap, so it's going to be very similar to the Halloween one. So you're going to be needing 3 of these main panels. Now I've already cut these out from craft card, and if you're watching on YouTube, everything should be linked down below. If you're watching on Facebook, then there'll be a link there to take you through to the Dinky handbags, but just type in craft cardstock and you'll find a lovely pack there of the craft. So 3 of those, and I've inked things already with the Distress Oxide Walnut Stain. Vintage Photo will also work really nicely, and also I have used these new brush thingy bobbies. I can never remember the name for these, but these are really good. It picks up a whole ton of ink. If you want to go for a lighter look, go for one of the sponges or one of the brushes. So I've used blue on that one. Right, so 3 of those. Now I'm not going to be doing any of the mats today. And then we have the side panels here, so you're going to need 2 of those. I'll have this upside down as well. And then I will be die cutting live my little accessories for decorating with, but I've gone ahead and done 2 of the straps and 1 of the handles and 2 of the other like closure straps. So we've got those 2 there. This is a label. We have our accessories here, and we have this zip function. It's not a real zip. That goes inside there. This embosses that ziggy-zaggy thing in there, and then we have some pulls here that you can add to that. So it's got a lot of different accessories in there. And if you want to carry on or make your bag slightly different, we have the Dinky Decorative Fittings die set. We have tassels, clips, clasps, different handles, different straps. You can add loads of different buckles, and we also have the luggage tags in that as well. So there's loads of different options if you have that set as well. And if you make gift bags or other handbags just using a scoreboard, this is absolutely perfect for teaming with your handmade bags or DIY bags as well. It just literally just finishes off your base thing that you've just made. Okay, so let's finish off getting ready now. So I do need to do some inking on this one here. I've done nothing on this one, so this one needs to look like this one. So let's pop everything aside now, so I can carefully and gradually reach for things as I need them. I'm using a plate rack here. It keeps all of my things nice and vertical so I can just grab them, because I tend to just pile stuff. I don't know about you, but things get piled and yeah, they get lost. So it's a lot easier to keep everything vertical. So what I've done is I've folded everything already, and I'm just going to fold these upwards because these go out. So if you can imagine, that is the side of the bag, this is the gusset, and these need to come outwards. So let's do our distressing with our oxide ink. So I'm using walnut stain. I've put VP on here, which is vintage photo. I need to buy another vintage photo because it's getting a bit dry, and I don't really want to go down the re-inking route, so I'll just buy a new pad. So as you can see, this picks up a ton of ink. It's great for doing large areas. And if you have any questions, do let me know. I'm going to do my best to keep an eye on the comments. I will stop every now and then just to go through and catch up. And I hope you all had a really nice Easter break. It's nice and relaxing for us. I went out for a cup of tea with my mum yesterday, which was really nice. Had a little catch up. So just going through the messages again. Oh no, sorry, we've made Victoria hungry. Have a good time on Sunday, Lynn. She's going out Saturday, and you'll be able to watch on the catch up. Maybe that'll be a really nice Sunday morning for you. Yes, the zip does look quite real, especially when you do it with the metallic stuff. Let's get this lid back on. Hi Caroline. I will go through everything, all the requests for Saturday night a little bit later on, and then go through everything. So oh, I did miss, you are going out. It's for a special birthday, which is tomorrow. Milestone birthday as well. Happy birthday for tomorrow, Lynn. I hope you have a really good time, and I hope you have a really special time on Saturday as well. Now Vicky, go get a snack or something if you're hungry. Oh gosh, yes, it's a good job you haven't got your microphone today on there, Vicky. If anyone joined us last week, I think Vicky got a little bit hungry, and a few people heard tummies rumbling, but yeah, that was funny. So I think we might have to have snacks next time before we go and do another challenge. I hope you enjoyed the challenge, by the way, everyone. I thought that was really fun. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add some red tape along these flaps here. I'm just taking my time today. I'm feeling quite relaxed. It's the Easter holidays, and yeah, I'm feeling quite relaxed. So this tape is a little bit too wide, just a tad. So we'll see how we get on with this. Just comes over just there. I'm not going to trim it off because that's going to cut my scissors. But if you have an anti-static tool like this one here, or if you have a little pillow, which I keep in a little box, bit of Halloween shredding there. Stuff gets everywhere. So you can literally just tap this on, and that will get rid of the sticky. I'll keep that out just in case I need it. Let's get this one on next. This is slightly tapered, so I'll put this here. Actually, the tapered bit is on the wrong side. It needs to be on the other side, up this side, which will be tapered when I cut it. But we can live with that. So let's pop this on as well. And then grab your bone folder and press that down. So I do have a few mini album projects on the go, so I shouldn't really start any new ones, but I really want to. But I do need to start working on the mini albums that I have on the go at the moment. So we still have part 2 of the Disc Pound album coming up. I think I'll be doing decorating the cover. I think maybe doing a shaker element on the front cover of the album. I think that'll be fun. And then decorating and adding the photos inside as well. And then I've got the ongoing junk journal that I'm doing as well. So I think that's enough to keep me busy. But once I get through those halfway, I might start another one after that. So I've always got something on the go and a few different things to delve into. Right, so let's get this popped together. I'm just bringing all of my little bits here so I don't forget them. And we're going to be needing 2 out of the 3 base pieces. So I'm going to set that aside. And then what we're going to do is assemble this together. Now, no matter what size you have, there are 3 sizes now of the Doctor's bag. This is the smallest, but it's the same assembly for all of them. So what I'm going to do is just take off the backing pieces for these 2 here. Let's move that aside. Now we have a larger section at the top and then a smaller one at the bottom. This is going to be the base. This is the top section at the top that folds inwards. So we're going to be adding these 2 together. I'm getting ahead of myself now. Pop those aside. We're going to be joining these 2 together first. I knew I was missing a step, so I am going to use a little bit of tape because we're live, and if I use glue it might just come apart. So I'm going to, just to be on the safe side, I'm going to add a tiny bit of tape just to this thin strip here. There we go. And then I'm also going to add some glue as well. I have no idea if the book binding glue is back in. I'll be using that today. If that's out of stock, check out the Cosmic Shimmer. I've linked both of the glues. These are very, very similar. It's a very, very similar product. This one does work out to be a little bit cheaper per mil, and it's an easier bottle to use, but I highly recommend both of these. So I'm going to press those down, grab your bone folder. This is going to press the tape right into the fibres. And if you're just joining us, then you can always do the catch up later on, but come in and say hi. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue just on top of that red tape. That's absolutely fine. It won't affect anything at all. In fact, it will help you have a bit of movement whilst you're popping your bits together, and also it adds the long-term element as well. Yes, tape is great, but glue will hold your project together for longer. For me, in my humidity levels, I find that that is the case. So you may be in a very dry area. In that case, your tape may not last as long. High humidity, I have absolutely no idea what that will do to your projects or your tapes. I guess in the UK we have like a maritime type of climate, so we do have high humidity quite a bit. So it does, I think that does help the tape a little bit. But I like to use the glue and the tape together. That's a very good question, Owen. Thank you for joining us today. You can always catch up for the bits you've missed. I'm using craft cardstock today, but what I'm using here today can be used with the fabric paper as well. So I'm just popping this here. The center for this is not this line here, because they overlap. The center is still in the middle there of that long rectangle. So you can get your ruler out and measure, but I'm just eyeballing it. But I do want this side here to be that side there as well. So I am going to, sorry, lined up with this side as well. So I'm going to use this line here just to help me get this perfectly lined up with the opposite side. And I'm going to use glue as well. Okay, so someone's just asked me a question, then it disappeared. Karen's asking, do we have anything new coming up at all? We do, but it is going to be June for my next launch. It's going to be quite big, so I don't know where I'm going to film it. It's that big. So let's just line this up here. That's all I can say at the moment. It's fun and it's big. But I do have some special other launches coming up for those 2 months where I don't have a new launch. I will have some special offers and exclusive tutorials and craft lives like this, highlighting those. So I'll be giving you new projects to play with. Yes, Vicky does love the little Dinky Doctors bag. Actually, can you let me know in the comments which bag is your favourite? I would love to know that. Okay, so we now have something that looks like this. So we are going for the vintage feel of the bag, and I'm just going to fold these inwards just like so, and then we're going to work on this little piece here. So the idea is we're going to be bringing these up together just like that, and then we're going to be adding another flap on the front, and that is going to, on the back, sorry, and then the front section here will be like that, and then we'll add our clasp and our straps. It's going to be a double just like that. I'm hoping you can visualize one on each side. I don't have enough hands to hold everything together, but that is what we are aiming for. And now this back flap here is going to be what is going to attach to this. So I think I will actually end up trimming that off. So let's grab our paper trimmer. Getting used to this little one here. This is the Creative Craft Products. Going to trim off that section. I'm just lining this up with the bottom strip of metal. Okay, trim that off. That is going to attach now to the back of our bag. I'm going to keep this little detail here at the bottom. So I'm going to actually trim. Actually, I didn't need to trim that off at all. I'm going to keep this at maybe 4 inches. Let's have a look. Four might be too long, 3 might be too short. So I'm thinking, actually no, 3 might be all right. I'm going to keep it at 3. I bent that round at the bottom, and then I can easily visualize where to do that now. So I'm going to cut this at 3, but I'm going to keep this detail on the bottom. Now if you haven't cut any of your other bits and bobs out, you can use this leftover strip here for cutting your accessories. There we go, there is our bag. If you want to, you can get a corner rounder. I do have one here. It's got a bit of dust on because I leave things out because I don't like putting things away because I forget about them. I do have a corner rounder here, so let's test on this piece of card. Oh no, that's my offcut. Let's keep that aside. Don't want that mixed up. We have a notch and a corner. So that's the corner. I think that's like a 5mm corner. I think a 10mm corner would be, it would take more off. And then we have a notch. We do have a guide here, so this makes part of the envelope making part of the scoreboard that they have as well. So I think you can just pop that in like that as well, and it can do a little notch there. So I would be using that one here. Great for adding thumb holes as well if you like him in the albums. Anyway, I digress. I think I will just do a rounded corner on each one. So that is on the detailed side. And then I'm going to add this before we actually put the bag together. I'm just going to pop that on there. Because I've trimmed that, I am going to actually do a bit more inking. Yeah, I've got enough still loaded on the brush there to get a good coverage, and it also takes it off some of the matte as well and smears that on. There we go. Ooh, Lynn's not sure which bag is her favourite. I also want to play with the Smart Hobo bag as well. I love that one. I've had a few ideas on what I can do differently with it, so watch for that one too. Oh yeah, I think the rucksack was called the Versatile Bag or something like that. I think that's what it was called. Karen loves the suitcase. I love the suitcase as well. I would love to get that one back. I've got loads of ideas for that too, because there's loads of different things that you can do with things like that. I love having these die sets and adapting them and doing new things with them. So I am actually going to add glue to this one. Oops, that's dried up a little bit. We're all good to go. Add that to this flap here. And then after we pop this on, we are ready to do the side building. Get those gussets put together. Hi Benita, you got a coffee? I am going to have a cup of tea after this and possibly a lunch. I've not had my lunch yet, but my tummy's not rumbling yet, so I'm good at the moment. Right, so we're going to take off all of these. Let's live dangerously. Famous last words. Then I'm just going to add a little bit of glue just here. We'll see if this flap gets in the way. And then I'm just going to add a little bit more glue just to the inside here so it catches these little tabs here. Just a little bit of glue there as well. And then what we need to do is kind of find the right position that you're comfortable with. But we're going to fold these little tabs inwards. And then we're going to kind of bend and fold so this side here will lift up, and then you will be able to get these tucked in and then line up this edge here with this sticky edge here. And yes, I am sticking myself to the cutting mat, but I think we'll be good. Right, so that is now down. I'm going to just press that down. There we go. Sorry if my head just got in the way there. Right, that is the first one. And then I'm just going to do the same on all of the others. Now there might be a bit of a sticky bit here after I've popped it together, but I'll just go in with my powder tool just to get rid of any sticky areas once the bag is assembled. So don't forget to add extra glue just here for those little tabs. There we go. There is our first side done, which is the back bit. Just give that a good press down. I think I once demoed this using hot glue and it was almost a disaster. That was a live demonstration as well. So I have tried putting this bag together with lots of different types of adhesive, and this, what I've just done there, is the best one that I have found. This is lifting up here, so I do really need to give that a good pressing. I think it's because I've got a little bit of extra glue on that point, and that is naturally wanting to lift up there. So let's carry on now with the next side. I think I will add glue just to get this all done to both sides. Keep these edges or these tabs here folded inwards, makes it so much easier. And again, I'm adding the glue on top of the red tape just so I know that it's there for the long term. And then we just fold this down. Sorry if you can't see. But I'm doing exactly the same as what I've just done on the other two sides. And then get your hand right in and press that down. I've just got my last side to do now on the home run. And laying it flat down on your mat is really good as well, because you can really line up everything precisely and have it where you want it. Ah, Karen's saying she doesn't mix with hot glue. No. I don't like those strings that you get afterwards as well. They get everywhere. They kind of follow you around the house and you realise you've got something attached to your hand. You're like, oh. Bit cobwebby. Okay, so now we have our bag together just like that. This would be the chance. Now, if you want to add hardware feet to your bag, you can do. Just pop a hole through with a pokey tool. Do I have any feet? Let's have a look. I don't think I have any. Oh, I do. I've got silver ones. I'm starting a new box off with my knickknacks. I've got some cool things in here, like all these closures, book corners, handles. If you remember, I made the coffin. I used them on that. I do have some feet here, so I'm going to add these feet on. I've got these little tiny little bronze ones there. This is just basically like from bag making. These are real bag making feet. And I've got some big silver ones as well. That would be good on the bigger bags. So yeah, they do come with these as well. That's to reinforce the fabric that you're using, but because we're using card, we should be okay. So let's pop that away. I need to get another one of these boxes. I think this is from Home Bargains. So I've got a few more elements that I want to store. Okay, so let's get these popped in now. I just need to make sure that this is glued down nicely though. So that's had a little bit of time to rest and settle, so I'm just going to press that down again. Right, so let's get in there with our pokey tool We don't need this glue out at the moment. This is the Sizzix pokey tool. I'm just going to do a hole where, more or less where I would like the feet to go. And adding real hardware to your bags, your paper bags, really does give it that realistic look. So what I am going to do is, these can be hard to separate. I have got nails at the moment because I haven't trimmed them in a while. They grow so fast. If I trimmed all of my nails off, they'll be back to this stage within a few weeks. So they just grow. So I am going to separate these slightly so I can get that through the hole, and then it's easier to separate those from the inside. Now if you have really big hands, you may struggle to get your hands in there. I might do. So if you have any smaller people in your life with smaller hands, you might want to ask them to do this bit for you. We'll see how we get on. This could be a disaster, but this definitely works easier on larger bags because you can get your hand in then. Okay, let's see what we can do. I might just have to feel my way around here. There we go, I've done one. Ah yes, an X-Acto knife would also help as well. I may just have to go in later and separate these. Oh no, I've got that one too, I think. No, I haven't. There we go. I'm going to try not to stab myself as well. There is our second one done. Do the next one. I'm doing everything just from feeling here. There we go, got it. This should be an Olympic sport, this really should. Right, last one. It's always the last one that's a problem, but I think I've got it. Yep, I've got it, but yeah, it doesn't want to do its thing. Come on. There we go, done. There we go, so I've got 4 bag feet. There we go. If you want to pop a piece of cardstock in there just to cover that up, you can do. And I can see some of my tape already. So just grab your anti-static powder tool and you can just cover that tape. A little bit of powder will sprinkle on it and then that will stop the stickiness. There we go, because you don't want any of like your stuffing paper, or if you have any like gifts in there or something like that, that could get stuck to the tape. Right, so let's fold these in. It's quite crucial to get these folded in as I did when I was folding all of the score lines, to fold these outward before you put it together, because that really helps for the closure of the bag there, and the same on the other side as well. And you kind of just get your hand in here like this, and then you can kind of round this area out as that folds, and that should get rid of any creases that may want to form here. Okay, we're coming together now, and I'm just going to have this here that's going to tuck in there. If you don't like that, you can always just trim that off. I think I will actually trim that off. So as this is a longer area, I'm going to use my longer bladed scissors. I'm just going to trim that off. There we go. And this is what it now looks like. Pop that in, and there we have our bag just like that. So let's get our little strap details on now, and then I will need to die cut my next little bits. So we have a handle, So let's get that on. Use a bone folder there just to curve that, and there are some score lines at the end that you can fold upwards. So let's get this little guy on. I am going to have him just here on the main panel. And then I'm going to stick on my straps as well. I don't think that's central. Let's move him along a bit. There we go. Just want to get things nice and straight before the glue dries. Thank you, Karen. She loves the little feet. You can get them from eBay or Amazon or other sewing haberdashery type places. Okay, there is our little handle that is put on now, and then I will have to trim these down. So I'll glue them on first and then pop those on. So this bag will look really great in any colour or pattern that you decide to do with this. I've done plenty of these doctor bags with patterned paper, pretty papers, so you can really, you know, personalise these and decorate them how you want to. So I'll trim off the excess once I've got these in place. Okay, I think those are more or less even. Now I will be adding these on top just here. I did pop on extra ink. As you can see, these are a bit darker. I wanted a bit more, just so they stood out a little bit more against all of this craft and brown and vintage looking things. So I put the extra ink on there. So let's cut these off now. If you want to carry on with these straps going all the way down there, you can do. You've got the die to do that. You can cut as many of those as you need. I've got extra glue there on this side. There we go. Right, so I am going to do some die cutting now because I need some buckles and bits and bobs for this. So I am just going to use my smaller Big Shot. I'm just going to use my standard one. Let's grab the buckle that we need. It is this one here. It is attached to all of these zip things. And I think whilst we're at it, we'll do a label as well. So let's grab everything out. Oh, the sun's come out. Gold mirror. Sorry if that's like really bright now. We have the sun eclipse on Monday, so that should be fun. Let me know if you're in a place where you'll be in the full totality. I did experience the one in 1999 in England. I was in Wales at the time, doing some volunteer work. So we were working in a school during the summer holidays. And yeah, that was in near Cardiff, and we didn't get the full totality, but it did get quite dark. I think it was Penzance that got most of it, so got the full totality. So I need 2 of these buckles, so I'm just going to run this through again. But yeah, it was quite eerie. I had one of those foil eyeglassy cardboard thingies, which I kept. I still have that. I wouldn't recommend using it now. Buy a new one. Don't reuse them after a few years. But yeah, that was an experience. I really enjoyed that, and it did get eerily dark. but not quite dark, so there was just a little bit of the sun visible still. But that was a lot of sun. That was a good memory, a lot of fun. And I will be keeping all of these little offcuts here. There's a little clasp there for the zip, so I am going to store that inside the envelope, so I have that for next time. Okay, so let's get, it's like a little face, isn't it? So let's get these buckles on now. So you can have these wherever you want. I'm going to pop them here on this bottom end, but to get to the bottom end you've got to go for the top end like that and then glue those in place. So I'm just going to turn it and then add my glue just here. Do the second one. I think I'll just add the glue before I slide it on here. So if you were going to make this bag, what style would you go for? Like papers, would you keep it plain? Would you go for something patterned? Would you have it plain on the outside and something patterned on the inside? Because you can double it up and line it. I think I show you how to do that in the Halloween version of this bag. So I'll show you in that tutorial. If you're watching on YouTube, I've linked that tutorial in the description box, so you can go ahead and watch that one. I think I was using the mini one, which is the size up from what we're working on today. I think that's the mini. I can't fully remember, but I think it's the mini. Okay, so I've kept these two together so I can line them up, and they're more or less in the same place. This one is a little bit higher, so let's scoot this one down just slightly. There we go, and then we can glue that on. So I am just going to add just a bit of glue just to this top section here. And add that on there, so I have the buckle coming just underneath the bottom of the flap. Ah, Julie would do a black croc. That would look really nice. Just sticking on the next one now, just doing my best to line this one up. I'm also going through the comments too. Karen would say shiny black. I think you like the black. I will have to possibly then do a black handbag, a black glossy handbag with, it would have to be the quilted. So if you can imagine if this one is quilted there, so that will be my next one. But I do want to go through all of the handbags that I have available still. So there are quite a few handbags scattered throughout the collections. There has been quite a few set out, so there's going to be patches here and there, but I just want to go through all of the handbags again and try something new with them. So that is one of my next missions. So that is now what this is looking like. I'm really liking that, and you can use these here on the back to make just like a satchel as well. You could use the handle, or you could go ahead and use the strap die as well to make your handles. Okay, so now for my next trick, I'm going to be using some Velcro. You've seen me use this so many times before. I love this. I don't think I have it listed, but if someone will remind me, I will list this afterwards. These are the super slim stick-ons. I can only find them in white in the super slim. So I'm just going to live with that. And this is probably my second box. I've been through loads of these already, and I do trim them in half as well, so they fit my projects nicely. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. Just use that one. This can go back in the box for another day, and then I'm going to chop this in half. You can cut these smaller as well. And then for the bottom half, with where the actual plastic is, that's the bit I'm taking off. Just going to pop those on there. These might be a bit too big, but I think we'll just get away with it. That will give us a nice good strong stick actually. Now the key to using these is to give them the full 24 hours that they need to fully set on the project, but there is another trick that I will show you. I show you this every single time, so sorry if you're watching this on repeat if you've seen me do this enough times, but this is what I do. I take off these bits here, so, and then I just pop it together where I want it as normal, and then I will show you what I will do as my little trick. So this is important now, to get everything in the right place on how it's going to be closed. So line everything up and that you're happy where everything is, because this is where it's going to live once we've done the Velcro bit. So that is going to now close here. That is our bag. If you want these up higher, you can pop them up higher, or you can cut this flap shorter. You have the freedom there because it's a manual cut. You can have this whatever size you want for the flap. So if moving on to the next bit now, if we are to press these down, I can really damage the bag, and I really need to give that a really good pressing, but I don't want to squash the bag. So grab your pokey tool and then separate carefully the Velcro pads, just like that. If I was to try and take this off, I could be taking off the bottom pad, so it's really good to use something that will separate this. So a Stanley knife or a craft knife, little blade would also help with that separation. So now I have my bottom ones and my top ones, so I can get my fingers in now, give those a really good pressing. What are we actually looking for? Black ones of, oh, for the Velcro, yeah. I've only found the thick ones, so I have had a good look too. I guess they just want them out in the white. I guess maybe they haven't had requests for other colours. And then I'm just getting my hand in here, supporting the back, and then I'm pressing those down as well. That is pushing that adhesive right into the fibres here of the cardstock and the straps, and then we can close this up just like that. Line it all up. Now this bag here is going to be perfect for like handmade treats. Pop some cookies in there, biscuits, fudge. A little bag of fudge would be absolutely perfect in there. And again, with your this is really handy actually, with this sale on at the moment, 50% off handmade with love. This is perfect for that. Oh, the sun's come out again. The minute I get this stamp set out, the sun comes out. So again, if you can imagine, you could do 100% handmade. You can make your own tags. You can, yeah. So you can add sweets in there, decorated for happy birthday, but then also put a little stamp there that you've made this. It's handmade. It's really important, I think, to have that on there. It's perfect for that, 50% off. So let's add our little last little bit on now. So we have here the name. Where should I put it? I could put it there. If I put it here, it kind of looks like a face and it's a bit low. So I think I'm going to pop this little guy just here. There we go. We'll give it a monobrow. Or unibrow. Where are my little... Yeah, this will be all right. Got a little rubbish pile just to my side. And let's pop this one on here. Right, so shall we pop some treats in there? I am going to have to climb. Oh, well, actually, no, I've got a new way of storing my treats. I have some new treats, but there's no room in my box for them. But I have here an old toolbox that my daughter was getting rid of. Here it is. Sorry if it's out of focus. This is where I'm storing all of my little treats for all of my little projects. So this opens up. I've got Ferrero Rochers, I've got Christmas here, giant coin, a little bit of Halloween. And then if we open this up, I've got Easter in the bottom, more Easter things. I've got candy canes, I wouldn't suggest eating any of these. Some of these are incredibly out of date. This is literally just for looking at, it's not for eating. My children have learned the hard way, helping themselves years and years ago to some chocolates that had been there a while, so they now don't come in here looking for treats anymore, which is very good. Sorry they had to learn the hard way, but the chocolate just turns a bit white when it's gone past its use by date, so it's not the best chocolate to have. So this is where I keep all of my little stash. So we've just had Easter, so let's pop in. Actually, I do have some love hearts. I'm going to put love hearts in because we're coming up to Mother's Day. They're up on the top shelf, so I am going to have to actually climb for that. So let's pop this little guy away. I'm just climbing up now on my chair. If I fall, Vicky, you know where I live, you can call an ambulance. So let's get some hearts here. I've got these. I've got some extra eggs as well. Right, there we go. I've got some love hearts here. As you can see, these separate really nicely now. And I can just pop these in. Pop two in there. Or if you have like a scarf, like one of those little thin florally scarves, that will fit in as well. We can pop in some paper shred in there and close that up. And there we have our lovely little dinky bag here, little Dinky Doctors bag. I absolutely love this one. It was also the kind of like a Gladstone style bag, or a like a bowling style bag as well. So you can really decorate this however you want. There's so many different styles that you can go for with this one. So this is the Dinky, sorry, I can't speak today. This is the Dinky Doctors bag die set. I love this one. This is the third size. This is the smallest. I don't think I should make it any smaller, but I am up for a challenge. So if you want a smaller one, let me know. I'll see what I can do. I have no idea what it would be called. Absolutely tiny bag, maybe. Absolutely tiny doctor's bag. I just have a swig of water. Thank you, Julie says it looks real. It does, because you've got all of the extra bits and bobs here. Especially if you decorate this with real hardware, you can really go to town here. Another one would be a really good closure for this would be the box clips, the box latch. So if you're looking for different sorts of closures, look up box latches on Amazon and you should come up with something like this. These go in these little closures. I've used these on mini albums as well. It creates like a gatefold. It's absolutely perfect for gatefold albums. But as you can imagine, you can use that on a little latch box there, and you can close your things. I think I used this on the casket coffin. I can't remember. I possibly did. But use these with hot glue. Don't use the little screws that they come with. But do be careful. This is metal. If you're using hot glue, it will heat up, which is not fun. So do be very, very careful with that. So I do have some other clasps as well. These go and hook into, is it this here? Yes, no, maybe, yes it does. There we go, hooks into these there. That doesn't work very well. I have to have a play with that. This did come from the same set, so I will have to have a little play. Oh, here we go. I've got 2 different kinds. That goes in like that. There we go. So loads of different types of closures. I would love to use these more with my mini albums, but that means I'll have to start doing some more gatefold stuff. So that is something that I would like to do as well. That's made my hands a bit grubby. Teeny tiny teeny tiny doctor's bag. That's a good one. Okay, so that is today's project. Let me just grab all the other ones just so you know. The if you missed the beginning, we currently have 50% off the Handmade with Love collection. That is until the 12th of April, and I will be going live with one of these projects. So I love these bird houses. I've made Christmas versions of these. You'll find these on the Simply Made Crafts YouTube channel and on this channel too. They're spread out everywhere. And this lovely gorgeous picnic basket as well. So that is 50% off the Handmade with Love collection. You don't need a code or anything like that. The discount is already on the website there. When you add it to your basket, it's already there. Everything's half price. So I think all of these die sets are $12.49 now. So $12.49 for the picnic basket, the birdhouse and the twisted bonbon, $12.49, and the stamp set is $9.99. So this is a stamp and a die set. So you get the stamp. There we go. It's absolutely awesome. I love this one. And then you get all of the dies in there as well to cut out your stamped sentiments. So there's no fussy cutting if you wanted to have those cut out and elevated, especially like this one here. Elevated as well. So I absolutely adore that one. And actually I was just thinking there is another die set that I haven't shown you. This is the Dinky bows. This is actually going to be perfect for this collection as well. You can make some really nice butterfly bows and the flowers as well that I've used here for that too. So yeah, there's loads of different accessories for you to complete your projects depending on what look that you are going for. So I just need to get these carefully popped back in. There we go. I need to get a little magnetic sheet for that. Keep those in one place. Okay, so I will be setting a live later on today or tomorrow for Saturday evening. So I'm hoping you will all be able to join me live there on Saturday for doing a few of these projects. We'll be making something new. I don't know what papers I'm going to use, so if you want to think of a theme, let me know and I will do my best to match a theme. I'll be going through all of the comments to help me decide which ones I would love to go for and make. So that's really good. So thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you've really enjoyed this one. I love this doctor's bag. And don't forget also, oh, I forgot to mention, if you're a VIP you get 10% off as well on top of the discount for these. So that's really good. I think it's 10%. That's really, really good. That's an absolute bargain, isn't it? So thank you all for everyone joining me today. I hope you have a great weekend and I will see you all again Saturday evening. So thank you and I'll see you all again soon. Bye.